BA is parallel to DF. Let's mark what is given. Since the figure is already marked, so let's label the figure first. A, you have B, and you have C, and it's another triangle. Place another triangle here. Yes. So this is your G, F, B, and D. And what all sides are given to be parallel? BA parallel to DF. So BA, this side, is parallel to DF. I think I marked only this should be D, this should be B, this should be D, and this should be E. So these two are given to be parallel. And also CA parallel to EG. CA, that means this side, is given to be parallel to EG, this side. Okay. And what else? You need to prove, okay, nothing else is given, only these two are parallel given. You need to prove that BG is equal to DF. So you need to prove that BG, that means this BG is equal to DF. That means this side, the DF, this side. Fine. Let's see how to prove. First of all, you need to identify which triangle I need to prove as congruent. So how will I identify? BG equal to DF. If those two sides are involved, that means obviously BG is the side of this triangle. BG is the side of this triangle, this blue triangle, and DF is the side of this green triangle, this green triangle. Okay, we shall prove these two triangles to be congruent. Okay, so how to prove these two triangles to be congruent? Let me first erase these two. Okay, now let's see what are the sides and what are the angles that are equal. You see that in these two triangles, this angle is equal to this angle. Why? Because they are corresponding angles. You see that this side is parallel to this side, therefore these two must be corresponding angles. So two angles I've got, one angle I've got to be equal. Okay, next, what are the other, what other angle can I see from these two? What I can say is this angle is equal to this angle because they are corresponding angles again, because this straight line is parallel to this straight line, right? Any questions till now?
No, sir.
So two angles I have shown to be equal. Okay. Now the question is one side. I need one side. So which side? You see that in the two triangles, you have BE as one side and you have DC the other side of the triangle. Can I prove these two to be equal? That is the question. Okay. Now if you see here, BD is equal to EC is given. Okay. So I had forgotten this. So let mark BD is equal to EC. Okay. Now in order to prove that these blue marked or these two sides of the two triangles are equal, we start with BD is equal to EC. What is the common part of these two sides? Of this side
DE.
and this side, DE is the common part, right? This part is a
Yes.
common part. So we add DE to both sides. BD plus DE is equal to EC plus DE. Now what you see is that BD plus DE is nothing but BE, side of one triangle, and also what you see is that EC plus DE is nothing but DC. So two sides of the triangle I have proven to be equal. Now we prove congruency in triangle. So two angle and one side. Then later we'll see by what axiom. So in triangle GBE and triangle FDC, angle GBE is equal to angle FDC. Also angle GEB is equal to angle FCD. Okay, both of which are corresponding angles. They are equal because they are corresponding angles. And also I have proved that BE is equal to DC. So BE is equal to DC as proved above. Therefore, triangle GBE is congruent to triangle FDC. And what axiom are we talking about here? Let's see the figure. In this triangle, we are talking about this angle. We are talking about this angle. And we are talking about this side. Okay. In the other triangle, we are talking about this angle. We are talking about this side, right? And we are talking about this side. So two angles, one side. And what you see is that both the angles are falling on the same side, right? So that means the side that we are talking about is the included side. Therefore, it has to be ASA axiom. Is it okay?
Sir.
So angle side angle axiom, we have proven this to be equal. Therefore, BG is equal to DF by CPCT. BG is red angle, this opposite side is BG, opposite to this red angle is DF, therefore they have to be equal in the two congruent triangles. The next part is EG is equal to CF. EG. EG is equal to CF. This also follows from CPCT. So we have proven
So,
that, yes,
so, so the side between the two angle is BE and DC.
BE, yes. Because if you see, if you consider this triangle, we are talking about this angle, and this side. So it has to be the included side. isn't it? Because both the angles are falling on the same side. They are falling on this side. Now is it clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Now, next what you have to show is EG is equal to CF. So we need to show EG, this side, EG. We need to show that EG is equal to CF. So this again follows from simplicity. Because these two triangles are congruent and these two angles are equal, this angle is equal to this angle. That means opposite to this is this and opposite to this is this. So therefore they have to be equal. So this also follows from simplicity. So this was your number one, and your number two was number two here is EG is equal to CF, CPCT. Okay, any questions? No questions?
No, sir.
So I think I'll proceed to the next part,
No, sir.
which is your isosceles triangle. Okay. Now, what is an isosceles triangle? An isosceles triangle is defined as a triangle in which two sides are equal. Any two sides are equal. So this triangle, if I have, and A, B, C, if I call the vertices of the triangle A, B, C, and if I say that these two sides are equal, then this triangle becomes an isosceles triangle. So in this isosceles triangle, AB is equal to AC. Otherwise, what I could also say is that why only these two sides? The other two sides can also be equal. Let's say this side can be equal to this side. Even then, it is an isosceles triangle. In fact, any two sides, if they are equal in a triangle, then it is called an isosceles triangle. Now we come to the first theorem from isosceles triangle. Check. The proof of the theorem is very much there in the syllabus, and you will go through the proof of the theorem, and the application definitely is there. Okay, application part is definitely there, but proof of the theorem is also important. Let me see where I have done this. Okay, this isosceles triangle. Okay, the first theorem is that if the the first theorem is the angles opposite to the equal sides of a triangle, of an isosceles triangle, are equal, which you also know as, till now what you have done, the statement of this theorem you have done as the base angles of an isosceles triangle are equal. But the actual statement is this, that if two angles of an isosceles triangle are equal, let's say ABC as my isosceles triangle. Okay, if two sides of angles opposite to the equal sides of an isosceles triangle are equal. Let us take this as an isosceles triangle, my given isosceles triangle. So in this I have given you that AB is equal to BC. According to this theorem, if you know that AB is equal to BC, then you can conclude that the angles opposite to these two sides are equal. That means what is the angle opposite to this side? It is this angle. And the angle opposite to this side is this angle. Then you can conclude that these two angles are equal. So my conclusion will be angle A is equal to angle C. Okay, let us take another example where ABC I take, and let's say this time I take these two sides to be equal. So I give you these two sides to be equal. So given AC is equal to BC. This time from the same theorem you can conclude that these two angles are equal because opposite to this side is your this angle and opposite to this side is your this angle. Okay, see the difference between the two figures. Okay, the equal angles will depend on the sides that are given to be equal. So my conclusion in this case will be angle A is equal to angle B. This is what this theorem states. Now, just the proof of this theorem is a very simple one. Okay. Um, say, let me erase this then. Okay. So the proof of this theorem is a very simple one. Let us take a triangle ABC. Okay, and let us say that I take these two sides of the triangle to be equal. You can take any two sides to be equal. Okay, so given here is an isosceles triangle given ABC is an isosceles triangle in which AB is equal to AC. Okay, next is to prove. What do I need to show? Or my conclusion, what should my conclusion be? I need to show that angle B is equal to angle C. Okay, now we start with the proof.
हेलो हेलो
Yes, what?
ब्लैक कर देना काय मतलब
Sir is talking on a phone.
So what I do is I draw a bisector of angle. This is my construction. Extra construction that I'm doing is I draw the bisector of this angle, angle A. And why should I draw the bisector of this angle A? Because I know that these two sides are equal and they meet at A. Okay, that is why I'm drawing the bisector of angle A. Suppose if I had taken, instead of these two sides, if I had taken these two sides to be equal, then I would have drawn the bisector of this B, because I know that these two equal sides are converging on B. They are meeting at B. That's why. Okay. So since the equal sides are meeting here at A, we are drawing the bisector of A. So we write our construction also. So draw and call this point say B. Draw AD as the bisector of angle. This is our construction that we need to remember. Okay, this is one you will have to do. Now what I'll proceed to show is that this triangle is congruent to this triangle. That is what I'll proceed to show. Now see, how do I proceed to show that the two triangles are congruent? First I'll show you here and then I will write. See, I have drawn this AD to be the bisector, therefore this angle must be equal to this angle. That much is clear. This side is already given to be equal to this side in the two triangles. Okay. Okay. And you see that this AD, this side, is a common side between the two triangles. So therefore, by what axiom can I say that the two triangles are congruent? See what sides are involved in this triangle. This side is involved, this side is involved, and this angle is involved. In this triangle, this side is involved, this side is involved, and this angle is involved. That means, what is the angle? Two sides and one angle. That means it has to be
SAS.
SAS. Okay, so by SAS axiom, I can prove that the two triangles are congruent. So I will write my statement here. In triangle ABD and triangle ACD, I have angle BAD is equal to angle DAC. Why? Because AD is the bisector of angle A. or AD bisects angle A. Okay, that is what we have done. That is the kind of construction we have done. Okay, and next AD is equal to AD, because see this is a common side. AD must be equal to AD, a common side, and AB must be equal to AC. AB must be equal to AC. This is given because the triangle is given to be isosceles in which AB is equal to AC. Therefore, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD by SAS axiom. Okay. Now, once we have proven the two triangles to be congruent, that is this triangle congruent to this triangle, then I can say that these two angles are equal. Why? Because this angle AD is opposite to AD is this angle in this triangle, and opposite to AD is this angle in this triangle. So therefore, I can say hence angle B is equal to angle C by CPC. Okay, this proof you need to know. Okay, we will be applying this also, but the proof also you need to know. Let us see the second part of the second theorem. In fact, not second part. I have wrongly written theorem 1 here, or converse of theorem. Yes, the converse of theorem 1. This is the just the converse of this. Converse of this means here the sides have been given to be equal, and we are concluding that the angles are equal. Now next, what if in any triangle, if the two angles are given to be equal? Okay. Suppose in this triangle, it is given to you that this angle is equal to this angle. Then what can I say about the sides? That is the question. Okay. Then I can say, according to this theorem, I can say that whenever two angles of a triangle are equal, then I can say that the sides opposite to the equal angles are equal. That means I can say, so given was angle B is equal to angle C, and my conclusion is AC is equal to AB. Similarly, if in another figure, if it was given to you that instead of these two angles, suppose these two angles are given to be equal, okay, then I would have concluded that the sides opposite to this, sides opposite to this, then I would have concluded, so given here would be angle C is equal to angle A, and my conclusion here would be AB is equal to AC. Understood? So depending on the angle, we'll decide which sides are equal. So we'll continue with the proof of this. Okay. See how to prove this. So we'll draw this triangle. Okay. And we'll see given triangle ABC in which angle B is equal to angle C. Let me just mark the equal. Okay. Next, to prove or conclusion, what should my conclusion be? My conclusion is that the sides AB is equal to AC. That means these two sides, the opposite sides are equal. That is what we need to prove. Okay. And we start with the proof. So again, in this case, what we do is we see that these two angles, the red angle that I have marked here, this one is the included side, right, of the two angles. Apart from the included side, what are the sides? This side and this side. Remember, apart from the included side, the remaining side is this side and this side. So what we do is, Our next construction is going to be from A, we will draw a bisector. Just as we had done in the previous problem, we'll draw a bisector. Okay. So let me just erase all these marks first. Okay. So once we have drawn the bisector, that means I've drawn the bisector. So these two green angles are equal. Okay. Now again, what I'll do is I'll proceed to prove that this triangle is congruent to this triangle. Let us call this point D. Okay. So let's see. In these two triangles, this triangle and this triangle, the red angles are equal. Okay. The green angles are equal, definitely. Okay, because our construction, we have done the construction that way. Also, you see that this side AD is the common side. That means the triangle, that means two angles and one side. So what should be our axiom? Can anyone tell me? Trisha, you are very silent and you chat the most. You tell me by what axiom?
So can I tell?
No, wait. Let us say.
Sir, by AAS,
Who's saying?
Trisha.
Okay. By? Tell me by what?
AAS.
AAS. And why AAS? Because I see that these two angles are there and this side is involved, right? And this side is opposite to these two equal angles in the two triangles, right? So therefore by AAS. Very good.
Okay, sir.
So let us write the proof here. This proof goes in triangle ABD and triangle ADC. You have the green angles to be equal. Angle BAD is equal to angle DAC because AD bisects angle A. Next, the red angles are equal. That means angle ABD is equal to angle ACD because this is given to you. And also AD is equal to AD. This is the common side. Therefore, triangle ABD congruent to triangle ADC by angle side axiom. Okay. Hence, hence what? What do you have to prove? To prove AB is equal to AC.
AB is equal to AC.
Hence AC is equal to AC because this is by CPCT we can say that AB is equal to AC. Then the two angles are equal. So the third angle also has to be equal. Since red angle and green angle of the two triangles are equal, therefore this angle also has to be equal to this and opposite to this is this. So therefore by CPCT I can say that AB is equal to AC. Okay, so this proof is also very important. Directly the theorem may be given. There is nothing much to do. You have to learn up the theorem. Okay, so
Okay, sir.
let us try and do one problem from here. Okay, we have around 7 minutes, so I think I'll be able to do it. So, put off your cameras. Cameras are not required. Okay, let's see. Let me just explain in brief then. That will be better. This is the figure given to you. Tomorrow I'll discuss in detail. Okay. These two are given to be parallel. Okay, you need to find out the values of x and y. Right. Now see, you need to find out the values of x and y here. Okay, in this figure, where the two are given to be parallel, these two are given to be equal. Okay, and you need to find out the values of the angles. Okay, so what you do is you consider this triangle ACE. Okay, now you see that these two angle sides are equal. That means this is an isosceles triangle, and from theorem 1 you see that we have already seen that the angles opposite to the equal sides in an isosceles triangle are equal. That means these two must be equal. Okay, let's call them x. So therefore x, since sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree, x plus 74 must be equal to 180. So you get 2x plus 74 is equal to 180. That means 2x is equal to 180 minus 74. Okay, that means 2x is equal to 106. That means x is equal to 106 divided by 2, which is 53 degree. So we have got this angle as 53 degree. Both these angles as 53 degrees. Okay. Now what you see? So what is x now? You see that x is the exterior angle of this triangle. X is the exterior angle of this triangle, and you know that exterior angle is nothing but the sum of interior opposite angles, these two blue angles. So therefore x must be equal to 53 plus 74, which is equal to 127 degrees. Okay, so you have found out x. Now what about y? Now once we get x, what is x? Let us write this here. X is 127 degrees. Now you see, what about y? You see that these two lines are parallel, right? That means these two must be alternate angles. Y and this angle must be alternate angles. This angle, y and this angle. But what is the measure of this angle? In this triangle, I know two angles. This is 15, this is 127. Therefore, I can find out this. Okay, so not x. In fact, I should have taken something here. Let's say E. I've taken here. Let's say write this as E. Let's take this as B. So in this triangle, we have B plus 15 plus 127 is equal to 180. That means B plus 137, 142 is equal to 180. That means B is 180 minus 140, 38 degrees. Okay, so this we have got 38 degrees, and this are alternate angles because these two are parallel. Hence, we have found out y to be the same as b equal to 30 degrees. Is it clear, or any question from this? I will explain again in the next class. Okay, I have taken the notations A and B in this case. In the next class, I will not take the notation. I will do as I have done in the note, and I will explain what I have done in the note. But is the idea clear? Or any questions with the idea?
Yes, sir. No, sir. No question, sir.